In the aftermath of a great war, Ronen, a dragon, was left feeling lost and alone. He had always been a fierce warrior, but now that the fighting was over, he didn't know what to do with himself. He spent his days wandering the countryside, searching for a purpose. One day, as he was flying over a field, he spotted an ant struggling to carry a large piece of bread. Ronen swooped down to offer his help, but the ant, whose name was Brain, refused. "I don't need your help," Brain said. "I can do this on my own." Ronen was taken aback. He had never met an ant with such a fierce spirit. He decided to stick around and watch as Brain continued to struggle with the bread. As Ronen watched, he began to understand why Brain was so determined to do things on his own. Brain came from a long line of ants who had worked hard to build their colony from scratch. They had faced countless obstacles and had always managed to overcome them through sheer determination. But Brain's children, who were born into a world where everything was handed to them on a silver platter, didn't understand the value of hard work. They were lazy and entitled, and they didn't appreciate the sacrifices that their ancestors had made. A family drama about a family who is struggling to bridge the gap between different generations, and the conflicts that arise as a result. Ronen realized that he and Brain had something in common. They were both struggling to bridge the gap between different generations. Ronen had been raised in a time when strength and power were valued above all else, but now he found himself living in a world where diplomacy and cooperation were the keys to success. Ronen and Brain began to spend more time together, discussing their respective struggles and offering each other advice. Ronen learned that sometimes, it was better to use his words than his fists, and Brain learned that it was okay to ask for help when you needed it. One day, as they were sitting by a stream, Ronen asked Brain why he had refused his help that first day. "I didn't want to be seen as weak," Brain admitted. "I wanted to prove to my children that I could do it on my own." Ronen nodded understandingly. He had felt the same way when he was younger. But now, he realized that there was strength in asking for help when you needed it. He offered to help Brain with the bread again, and this time, Brain accepted. From that day forward, Ronen and Brain became the best of friends. They continued to help each other navigate the challenges of their respective worlds, and they learned a lot from each other in the process. Eventually, Ronen realized that his purpose in life was to help others. He began to use his strength and power to protect those who couldn't protect themselves, and he found that he was happier than he had ever been. As for Brain, he continued to work hard and set a good example for his children. But he also learned to appreciate the value of friendship and the strength that comes from asking for help when you need it. The dragon and the ant may have been an unlikely pair, but they proved that sometimes, the most unexpected friendships can be the strongest.